Hello, everybody. How are y'all doing? The excitement never ends. This IPL season has so many amazing teams, and all of the teams are equally strong. All the teams have an equal chance of winning the IPL title. So today we are gonna preview the PBKS, a team which has changed its name, Punjab Kings. I was actually searching for that 11, but that 11 was nowhere to be found. So it's just Punjab Kings. So we'll
all of us are going to miss Danny Morrison saying KXIP, right? That's really going to be a big miss this time. Can you imagine Danny Morrison saying PBKS instead of KXIP, right?
I'm sure Danny Morris
Uh,
will have other jokes to crack on PBKS. PBKS. What an amazing name. Danny Morrison never runs out of any humor.
yeah. So come on, Mohan. So how do you think they are? First of all, do you like them? Like, how do you like the squad? How are they doing?
No, for me, if when I'm looking at this squad, the first feeling that comes to my mind is weak. The spine is really weak. Who
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this team is a bit different from the KKR team in the which we have previewed in the previous video. When I told the KKR team doesn't have a clear leader, I mean the leadership is not clear. But in this team, KL Rahul is the clear leader, but then he doesn't have trust. It's just the opposite.
It's
He
actually surprising that you said Morgan is not a leader and KL Rahul is. Like, in
Yes,
which
yes,
world do you live
yes,
in where Morgan is not a leader?
yes. No,
Okay, fine, okay, fine, okay,
like I
okay,
told you
okay,
in the previous
okay,
in the preview, I don't rate Ian
okay, fine.
Morgan
Yeah, Morgan's
at
okay,
all.
fine. We'll discuss.
Well,
Morgan is for another day now. Okay, fine.
yeah, yeah.
What
So
do you
for me,
think?
KL Rahul for me, he always looks to bat through the innings, which means that he has to slow down at a few points in the game, especially in the middle
Yeah,
overs.
yes,
That
yes,
has been the
yes.
Achilles heel of Kings 11 Punjab.
We,
So
we,
this
we have
would,
actually we have actually seen that in the last season. Like the KL Rahul
yeah.
of 2018 and 2019 was completely different to this. Right? He scored more than 550 runs in 2019 and more than 593 or something around that in 2018. Last season, yeah, he maybe it was. What do you think? Is it the captaincy pressure or is it he knows
Actually,
that
even
there's
in
not much Indian batting left in the middle order?
exactly. I agree with you in the second point. Even in the 2019 season, I saw KL Rahul. What he had 550 or so runs, if I'm not wrong. Uh, but then that's what he always wanted to finish off the games from start to finish, which means he took a lot longer. He took the
Mm-hmm.
strike more. He didn't expose that middle order. When you do this, that sends out a clear message to the team. Yeah, that the team realizes that our leader doesn't trust us, our leader doesn't believe in us, that we can complete the job. So in that scenario, why should a team play for you? So that is one of the most important things if you want to lead a team to the title. Because Rajasthan Royals, I remember the very first season, it was a very weak team on the outset. If you see Shane Warne, and they were all new names like Swapnil Asnotkar, and Yusuf Pathan was also pretty new. Then Kamran
Ravindra
Khan,
Jadeja.
everyone, Ravindra Jadeja. I
Yeah.
feel very bad. He knocked out MI with a knock. MI finished last or something. Those are days gone by. But then Shane won. He threw Yusuf Pathan into the mix. He threw Swapnil Asnotkar into the mix. Boy from Goa who didn't have anything opened the batting in the big tournament. So KL Rahul should notice that the limelight doesn't just belong to him. He is there to give a platform for everyone to perform. So that is what is the mistake which is doing. What do you think?
I think, yeah. I mean, first of all, I really hope KL Rahul of the old is back because uh, he gives you runs at the top. Because in power plays, KL Rahul is really good. Is even in the Indian cricket team we have seen him done well. And along with him, Mayank Agarwal, actually that partnership did well, right? Mayank Agarwal and KL Rahul, even the last
Yeah,
season, they
yeah,
actually started off well. Until Mayank Agarwal got injured or something, or at one point Gale came in, and even this time around, one point Gale will definitely come into the picture.
yeah,
And
yeah.
KL Rahul, and one player I'm really looking forward to this time is Nicholas Puran. Nicholas Puran should fire. He we always talk about Puran as the guy with a lot of potential, and this young lad who can play every shot in the book, who can play to the situation, who can really take the attack to the bowlers. We have only heard of it, and we know he's got the potential, but I think it's now time for him to live up to the potential. Because if he does that, and for the kind of batting they have, I mean, they even have David Mullen. Yeah, actually, yeah, they have David Mullen, who is number one T20 batsman. Even though, as we discussed the last time, we don't care much of the ICC ranking, but still, David Mullen is actually good. But one thing where KXIP has, sorry, oh, I'm sorry, it's PBKs, right? Yeah, one
Yeah,
place where
PBKs.
PBK,
Oh,
yeah,
you've
yeah,
done a
it'll take
mistake
time.
now.
It'll take time.
PBKs.
Yes, yeah, it'll take time to get used to it. Yeah, so one place where Punjab is lagging is the Indian batting. KL Rahul, Mayank Agarwal, and apart from those two, there's not much. It's not like CSK or Mumbai
Say
or
the name
any other
MI.
team.
Don't hesitate to say MI. Say MI.
Yeah, so and they even lag proper. I don't say they lag, but they are short of experience in spin department. They just have Murugan Ashwin and Ravi Bishnoi, and I think even Murugan Ashwin is a wrist spinner, right? Is he a finger spinner or a wrist
Yeah,
spinner?
he's
I
a
think
wrist spinner. He's a
he's a
leg
wrist spinner,
spinner.
right?
It's
Yeah,
same
he's
like
a leg spinner.
Ravi
So
Bishnoi. Yeah.
Vishnu, yeah. So that Ravi Vishnu did well last time, but it's kind of inexperienced spin attack. And they have spent money on Jai Richardson, I guess, this time.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
have Jai Richardson. They bought in. They didn't have Chris Jordan, so bowling looks a bit okayish. But it all again comes down to the key men. The key men are KL Rahul, Nicholas Puran, Mayank Agarwal. They need to step up. So yeah, who do you think will be the four foreign players?
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Your
playing 11.
your RCB bias will never leave you. Every team we are previewing, you have to mention an RCB player. Chris Jordan
Actually,
here. Even though
I mean,
yes, play trap for
KL
your
Rahul.
team, you mention RCB
No,
players.
KL Rahul did well for us, but I don't know why they let him go. But KL Rahul is good. They have good bowling as well, actually. Chris Jordan, Jai Richardson, Mohammad Shami. Yeah, Mohammad Shami. Mohammad
Yeah,
Shami
moment.
was really good before he got injured, right? So they have Mohammad Shami. And I haven't, to be honest, yeah, I don't know much about India Meredith, the guy they bought this season. So I haven't heard of him much. I haven't seen much cricket. I
I
haven't,
think
haven't seen much.
Jai Richardson is a really good buy. He has that back of the hand slower ball, which is like just like very good. He's is known for that. But
Is he
then
quick?
two,
Is he quick? Is he quick?
yeah, he's quick. He's
Because
quick.
for
He's
a
quick.
slow ball to be quick, for a
He's
slow
quick.
ball to be really effective, you should be quick.
He's quick.
The slow ball will be effective only if you're quick. Yeah.
Who
Okay. Mm-hmm.
when are Aussies starting to bowl slow? They always bowl quick. Aussies are not like a Munaf Patel bowl
I was
145.
actually I was actually surprised at Faulkner. Faulkner is one that proper. I think he's a slow bowler who had that. Normally, fast bowlers have the back of the hand slower delivery, right? I think slower delivery was his stock delivery, and the quicker one was his. I don't know. Okay, fine. James Faulkner is
Yeah,
not
yeah,
down, so
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I think we Indians are actually a bit, I think, biased about the slower bowlers because in Australia 130 is considered slow and Faulkner was a 130-ish bowler. But in India we had a fast bowler, Munaf Patel, opening the bowling and bowling it 100. Even a spinner in Australia will bowl at higher pace
He won
than
a
that.
World Cup. Mind you,
Yeah,
Manaf
yeah,
Patel
but then respect to the man.
Manaf Patel won a
Yeah,
World Cup.
he didn't give up respect to
Yeah,
Munaf Patel. He didn't give up and he won the World Cup. He changed his style.
yeah.
But then coming back
So
to
what do you think will be
Kingston
the?
Punjab.
Oh, it's
Yeah, I
PBKs.
think that
Even you messed it up. Okay, it's PBKs.
the
Okay.
PBKs. I mean,
Yes.
so there are two points, especially which were mentioned, which were interesting. The first thing is about KL Rahul. There are few players who feel empowered by the captaincy if they're given captaincy, like a Rohit Sharma, for example. After giving the captaincy, turn more responsible, like an MS Dhoni. And there are few people like Dinesh Karthik, for example. They feel burdened by the captaincy, and I feel KL Rahul is somehow burdened by the captaincy, is coming into that ilk of DK. So I think if KL Rahul doesn't captain, then I think he'll be a much more free flowing player, and PBKS, I got it right now, can
Mm-hmm.
get more from him. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
So that's my thing about KL Rahul. And the second thing is, Indian players. There has been no IPL franchise in the history of this tournament who has won without a good Indian contingent, and PPK is really lack in that context. No big Indian name. Does an Indian name stand out to you in this? I mean, apart from KL Rahul, obviously.
Yeah, that's actually a big negative for them. But yeah, let's see. So, what's your playing 11 for
Yeah,
ideal playing 11 that you would think at least for the first three
yeah.
matches, so most of the tournament?
Yes. I think I'll just share
And
share
more than
that.
the playing 11, I would say, I think yeah, that's where we have the foreign players, right? Even though you lack the depth in Indian contingent, which is obviously you need it, but I think that's where the foreign players should step up. We have the foreign players because they need to. Even the Denver can just play four foreign players, but still, I think few franchises they build their team around the four foreign players they have. They try to cover up the holes that the foreign players, cover up the things that the foreign
and
players can't
and
don't provide it.
and and I don't think that helps, because Indian players, they play this Ranji Trophy, Vijay Hazare Trophy, Syed
Yeah,
Mushtaq
they
Ali
know the
Trophy.
conditions
So
better. Yeah.
yeah, they know the conditions better, and Indian players are also used to this pressure situations, pressure things, because we generally have crowds in almost most of the matches. Even Syed Mushtaq Ali, also a lot of crowds are coming nowadays. So I mean, due to COVID this season, it's not been possible. So
Mhm.
Indian contingent, I think, is really really important. It's a crucial part of the tournament. So that
But
is
actually,
where
yeah,
they're lacking.
I would go with KL Rahul and Mayank Agarwal as openers because they have done well last time, and I don't want to change with it. And David Malan instead of Chris Gale, yeah, Chris Gale will definitely come into the picture at one point. He has to, yeah, it's Chris Gale, one, the big one, the universe boss. Oh, so even you haven't gone with Chris Gale, okay? So why haven't you gone with Chris
Yes. I,
Gale?
th- I think
That's
our top three are really identical. KL Rahul, Mayank Agarwal, and David Malan. David Malan, actually, I was not convinced of him in Indian conditions. I think none of us were, because
we
we
haven't
all
seen him
haven't
play.
seen
Yeah,
him
he
play.
hasn't. Yeah.
Yeah, but seeing the T20 tournament, the way he has managed the innings, the way he has taken on spinners and all, I think he's a really good batsman. I just put him at number three because I think Mayank Agarwal did really well opening, and I don't think they would want to disturb that combo of
Uh,
KL Rahul
yeah,
and Mayank
exactly.
Agarwal.
I would. David Mullen is not like Josh Butler. You can just go and start hitting from the word go. David Mullen needs some time to settle around at least maybe 10 balls, or he needs some time to settle. So if KL Rahul does well in the power play, and we have
Yeah.
Nicholas Puran coming down, even I have taken have Nicholas Puran at four. So basically, Malan is basically sandwiched between two attacking kind of players, provided KL Rahul does well in the power play.
Yeah.
And that will really set up Malan for the later half of the innings. So I'm looking forward to Malan. He has David Malan. He's the best T20 batsman. He strikes the ball. He's one of the clean strikers of the ball.
But then
So
I think I'll still take a bit more time before being convinced, because I don't think Malan has faced someone like Rashid Khan, Mujibur Rahman, all of those
exactly. So he
players.
needs
So
time. I think Malan can pull it off. This can pull it off, but he needs time. So for him to have enough time, KL Rahul and Mayank Agarwal and Puran, those are the three around which, I mean, they are the ones who bats around David Malan, so they should be doing well. And Mandeep Singh, yeah, Shah Rukh Khan, the who are the four foreign players? I've gone with Malan, Puran, Chris Jordan, and Zai Richardson.
yeah, just before I come to my four foreign players about Malan, I think that is what makes IPL such a beautiful tournament. You have this mix of local players, subcontinent players, international players, and they have someone like a
Yeah,
Malan who
yeah.
would never have faced that mix in a international tournament. That is what makes this much more difficult than, I would say, when a T20 World Cup. Though few
Yeah,
eyebrows will
true.
be
Yeah.
raised, because that mix, that all of the analysts, everyone is watching you like a hawk. It's a completely different ball game.
Yeah, I guess
IPL.
IPL right now has even it has got enough prominence now. Even people are living their national teams, and of course,
Yeah,
there's a lot
yeah,
of debate
exactly.
going on
It's
over
it's
that. But still,
completely changed. Yeah,
that shows the kind of the level at which IPL is played. It's right at the top. So
yeah.
yeah, who
It's
are your
it's
four?
it's at the very top. My four foreign players are Malan, Nicholas Puran, Fabian Allen is someone which I think you have
Okay,
not picked. I'm
that's
very interested
interesting.
why you have not picked. And Jai Richardson, I think we both have. So could you explain your middle order to me? I'm a bit perplexed. Do you think
Yeah.
Shah Rukh
I
Khan is
guess
very interesting? I
Shah Rukh
hope
Khan, yes,
he
actually,
can. I
I
hope.
like him. I picked him because I really liked him. I saw him play for Tamil Nadu inside Musali and
Yeah.
even Vijay Hazare. So Shah Rukh Khan he can tong the ball. He's a really good batsman.
Uh,
And Mandeep Singh has been around for a while now. If Mandeep Singh can get you that proper 25, 30 runs innings, and I'm kind of, I have an affinity towards Shah Rukh Khan. If he does well, then Jordan can also talk about. As we said, they lack in Indian batting, but that's one negative thing of that I saw for Punjab. They don't. They have a pretty long tail. Even though Jordan can bat, and I don't know what kind of batsman Zairi Wilson is. And then actually,
and
they literally don't have any proper batsman
yeah.
after six, I guess. Like after five or six, whom you can rely on. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's been a perennial problem. That's always been a problem for Kings 11. I think from the last 3, 4 seasons, always a big tail, and because of that, KL Rahul is really worried, and opposition teams
I think
know.
that's what it's bringing down KL Rahul. I hope it doesn't. They have a really good backroom staff, like in terms of Anil Kumble and all the others. But I really hope KL Rahul fires.
Yeah, yeah, and also like looking at this middle order, like we did the preview of KKR last time, and KKR's middle order is very fearsome. DK, Andre Russell, and Morgan, they can hit the ball really long. But seeing this middle order, okay, the middle order you pick, do you think there is a fearsome name over there? If you're the opposing team, would you fear any of them?
More than fearsome, I would say this middle order is for Punjab to do well, the top order has to fire. Right? Every team has a weakness. It all depends on every team has weakness, but all depends on how you cover it up. So if the top order fires well, and I hope Mandeep Singh and Shah Rukh Khan come out to bat only in the definitely not anytime before 14th or 15th over, then they really have a chance. They have a really good batting line.
You know,
Definitely, if they're 10 for 2, or if they're 20 for 2, then yes, I think yes, definitely they would struggle in that match.
Exactly,
I
exactly. That is what I was about to ask. Okay, leave last season's final, but before that, the 2, 3 finals, the pitch was seeming well, and all the teams that won the finals were 10 for 2 or 20 for 3, and their middle
Mhm.
order rescued. So you can see the amount of excellence you need in your middle order to really win this trophy.
And moreover, they're playing 5 matches in Bangalore. So it's going to be interesting.
Yeah. Above
It's
all, I
really going
think
to be interesting.
Above all, I hope Shah Rukh Khan can pull off some moves, some
I
good
really hope so.
some good dance moves, and I mean not dance moves, some moves with his bat and tong the ball
Yeah,
long.
I really hope so. So, what do you think? Can they make the top four?
Uh,
Can they make the top four?
Before the top four, just a word on Fabian Allen. I think Fabian
Yes,
Allen
yes,
will be there because he's Mumbai Indians. MI for a fact I know looked upon him as a replacement to slowly ease out Karen Pollard for the next season. So as a fact I know Fabian Allen is very very good, a fearsome hitter of the ball. People fear Fabian Allen back in
he's a
Caribbean.
handy spinner as well, right?
Yeah, he's a handy
Yeah,
spinner,
handy
and the
spinner.
way
Yeah.
he hits the ball, uh, it's really fearsome. For me, Kingsland Punjab, they look too fragile in the middle to make the top four. What do
Mhm.
you think? Can they make the
Yeah,
top
yeah.
four?
I think it looks. Yeah, the chances are bleak, but if KL Rahul fires, then maybe, but that's tough. Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah,
in
we
an
never
IPL
know, but
team,
yeah,
yeah, you never know. But in an IPL team, I see two things. Okay, the team is weak. That doesn't matter. But what is strong? Is the leader strong? So you can win an IPL tournament only in two circumstances. If your team is really strong, star-studded, then you can win. Or if your leader is really strong. And I
Mhm.
don't think both are
I don't
there
know.
here. KL
Maybe
Rahul is
what,
not
what
that
if KL
that
Rahul
strong.
comes out and you never know that, right? KL Rahul is one that kind of player. He really has talented. He has
Yeah,
a lot
yeah,
of talent. He never hits the ball hard, right? He just slowly caresses the ball, and he's a
yeah.
classical batsman. And I hope and a lot hinges on KL Rahul and Nicholas Puran.
I mean, talent wins you matches, but I think you need that leadership and stuff like that. People who the team
Mhm.
can look up to win tournaments. I think that's what differentiates, the
I guess
people who have won the
at one
tournament to
point,
one who have
I
not.
guess at one point for that, Chris Gale is going to be really important. Chris Gale, I said, is going to be important, not just in playing 11, but even if he's not in the playing 11, just the presence of Chris Gale in the dressing room. Just imagine you need to chase around 200 or 250 in grounds like Chennai or somewhere, which is
Yeah,
literally
yeah,
actually
yeah.
not a
And that,
200 pitch. And then presence of Chris Gale will literally give you kind of confidence. It will boost you up. So uh, that's what I guess even backroom stuff is important. And okay, I'm not saying Mohan is sorry, Gale is backroom stuff, but still, I hope he does well. I'm
Gale,
sorry, yeah, yeah,
Gale, but you're right. Gale could just be the roll of your dice. He could work wonders. But then the only thing that concerns me is you look at the captains who have won this tournament: Shane Warne, Gautam Gambhir, MS Dhoni, Rohit Sharma.
Mhm.
And the one thing, what strikes them when you look up to them? Strong men, emotionally strong, big leaders. You can always look up to them. They're always in your face, tactically very intelligent. In tough situations, is there with you. They don't fear, coolness. So all of those things, I mean, trust in the team. So I think Punjab, lack a leader who has all those things, and also the weak middle order. I think that's why they will not finish in the top four.
So yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that's it. So if you
Yeah.
guys have liked our content, so please go hit the like button and please hit the bell icon. And your comments down there, let us know. Like if there anything that we got wrong, or is there anywhere we can improve, or anything that you would like to argue with us. So please go down there and comment in the comment section.
Yeah, please comment out, because sport is all about opinion discussion. That's what makes this game beautiful. So just comment out whatever things you disagree with us on the lineup, because both of us disagreed a lot. I have Fabian Allen and Arshdeep Singh, and Koundini is asking who is Arshdeep Singh. I mean, I'm like, what game have you been seeing all this long? Have you been seeing baseball?
Honestly,
Or what is it?
I would be
So
surprised come day one, and if he makes a playing 11, I'll be surprised. Or Steve
yeah,
Singh is
yeah,
the
yeah.
player.
So
Let's see.
all of
Let's
you
see.
enjoy the, I mean, take care and see you all. Bye.
Yeah, see you all.